Rebellion in Kyoto, a flash fiction written by Group 5 Merlin the Bobbies. The story starts with an emperor who is unworthy, unfair, and corrupt in the government. The emperor started putting high tax laws in place. Adult or child, male or female, no one was safe except for those who had a high social status. Now, there is one family in ancient Kyoto that has a low social status and is poor. Kabuki the father, Sanemi the son, and Shinobu the mother. One day, a general chief visits their house and asks for monthly taxes. They couldn't pay in the form of money. The chief suggested paying in another form, mainly using the body of Shinobu for pleasure. Kabuki rebelled and punched the chief. The chief ran and reported it to the emperor of ancient Kyoto named Muzan. Muzan asked for the chief to bring Kabuki. The chief went back to the house and took Kabuki to the emperor. Sanemi was heartbroken and asked Kabuki if he was coming back. Kabuki answered, "No, I will not come back, my son. Take care of your mother properly." Kabuki was sentenced to maximum punishment. He was ordered to be executed at Gogo. Gogo means afternoon in Japanese. Back to the story. He was ordered to be executed at Gogo in public. Sanemi saw his father get executed and wanted revenge for it. Sanemi, along with his mother, went to the emperor and pleaded that the chief should also be punished for planning on using Shinobu's body for pleasure. But Muzan told them that they couldn't do anything about it since they do not have a high societal status. Sanemi was angered and told the people of Kyoto all that had happened. The word had spread like wildfire. When they heard about this, they were very furious. They made a Shinobu Ichizoka, a ninja clan called Kakume, ruled by Sanemi, to plan and execute their own emperor to be free from his rule. Their plan was to assassinate their emperor during his sleep at night. They carefully devised a plan to put sleeping potions in the palace kitchen's food, to put the guards to sleep with the food that they ate. They made sure that it worked on every single guard, as someone awake could make them get caught in the act. Fortunately for them, no one was awake, and they headed into the emperor's room. The emperor was fast asleep. They murdered him and left the palace immediately. In the morning, the whole palace was shaken with panic as they found the emperor in his room, lifeless and cold. An announcement was then made that declared national mourning across the whole country. They tried to find clues and evidence, but they failed as the assassination was done in such a very organized way that not even the best members of the Shinzegumi found a single clue about it. If you're wondering, the Shinzegumi is the detectives in Japanese. They were very disappointed and they were in deep sorrow. They proceeded to prepare for his state funeral and rituals and to find the next successor for the emperor. No one attended the funeral besides the emperor's family and other high-ranking officials as a sign of rebellion from the people. A few days after the funeral, even before the successor was picked, the people revolted and raided the palace with all their might, fighting for their rights and justice for everyone, as they do not want someone in the bloodline of the emperor to rule them, thinking that they will get the same treatment. As they were doing protests outside and inside the palace, guards and other forces tried but could not fight back the number of people that rebelled against them, as it was almost half the country that went there. The people burned the palace and threw out the emperor's family, the palace officers, and the highest ranking officials, including the chief. They replaced their emperor and changed their leader to somebody who inspired them to revolt against the unjust rule of the emperor. That person was Sanemi. Sanemi ruled Kyoto with humility and justice. The people were very pleased about this. He abolished the laws about tax and made a decree that tax should be put on the people who could pay for it and help those who cannot. Sanomi's rule was short-lived because they said it was due to some health issue, but no one really knew what happened. It was like he just vanished out of thin air. His death was very unusual, as if someone planned for it. The people wanted to know what happened, but it was never fully disclosed. What could have happened with the emperor? Some said he left the palace to live a better life, and some said he was assassinated, but no one really knew the answer. As rumors grew about where the emperor could be, the people decided to pick who was to become the next emperor. They could not find any possible successor, as Sanami doesn't have any siblings or children. They chose Imawashi. He was already shown signs of corruption, but the people never really bothered about this, and it shows that they never really learned their lesson. The coronation happened, and Imawashi brought back all the unfair laws about taxes. The people later realized that they had chosen the wrong leader, and their decision could not be brought back. It was later revealed that Imawashi was the son of Muzan, the emperor they threw off position, only to be replaced later by someone worse. The people went in a cycle of learning their lesson for a short period of time and going back to suffering. But to this day, they wish Sanami never died. The question really was, what happened to Sanami and how did he die?